Jeez. That's going to be popped up into the air. That's going to carry over the head and a score there. And my apologies to everybody who was sitting here wondering. We were all set up, and Jeff even has a note to make sure that he hits the go live button and didn't hit go live. So I'll see if I can give you a recap of what has happened so far. And that's going to be a 2-run shot for the resorters of Elkhart Lake. My apologies to everybody out there who was watching and waiting for us to go live. So let's see if I can give you a recap. The leadoff hitter was Diney Lizaway. She had a single and a stolen base, got over to second. The second hitter who came up was number 9. It was Lydia Weber. She flew out. And then the next hitter who just came up. Yep. Lukic hit a hard double, scoring the run from second base to make it 1-0. And then the one out that came up was a pop fly to Georgia Hoffman over at first base. And then coming up and just hitting a home run was Delaney Marinell. Sabo across the diamond to get the second out. Good play there by Krista. So my apologies to everybody that I messed that up and didn't hit the go live button. Good job there by Krista to get the second out. So far, though, the resorters are up 3-0 over the Lady Oaks. That's in there for a strike. I love the orange pinstripes with the orange socks. I really love the jersey that they're wearing, and I also like the black with the red pinstripes. Strike number 2 to number 17. That's Caitlin Henschel. How you doing with the electric scoring? Got it? Awesome. Hit over to the second baseman, staying down on his Meredith Steinke. She's going to fire over to Georgia Hoffman, and she's going to get the out. 3 runs on 2 hits. Does that sound right? No errors and nobody left on after 1/2 inning. Your scores, the Elkhart Lake Resorters 3. Coming up are the Lady Oaks to see if they can get the equalizers. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here to Veterans Memorial Park here in Oakfield. Is that correct? Veterans Memorial Park? Village Park. Village Park. Is it Veterans or just Village? Thank you. Mandy Liebenau in here helping make sure that I stay on track. I'm going to blame the not turning on the live button on her because she didn't read the sign clearly. I did a great job on the pregame. You're going to have to trust me that I did a fantastic job with all of the statistics. I did all the digging here. I had everything down to the how many strikes they take where, inside, outside. It was just absolutely perfect. Unfortunately, nobody heard it. Lainey Shep tries to lay down a bunt to get things rolling here for the Lady Oaks. Trying to help her cause. We Talked about how beautiful the diamond was as part of the pregame. It looks awesome. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a little corkscrew ball off the end of the bat. That's going to fall in there for a single for Lainey Shep as she gets things rolling for the Lady Oaks of Oakfield. And that's going to bring up number 3, Ryan Vielbig. That's behind the plate camera here. Turns the bunt, a little bit high, pulls it back. First baseman and third baseman were charging, but not charging as hard as I thought they would be on a bunt. I still would be looking to lay it down. You got a chance to see what the rotation's going to be. And you probably could relay it down to the first base side. Ryan tries to put it third base side. Shep, no courtesy for Shep over there. Good speed. Good stop there by the catcher. That's going to be number 10, Delaney Marinell, who was able to send that ball out of here. Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one off for Ryan. 2-2. Pitching today is Alyssa Lukic. Yep. Number 3. Here comes the pitch. Ball low. Laney didn't have much of a secondary over there. The first baseman didn't really look like she was expecting a throwdown to come, so we'll see what Laney does here on the full count. Here's the pitch to Ryan. On the outside and a little bit high and drawing the walk is going to be Ryan Vielbig, and that's going to bring up number 10, the shortstop, Krista Sobel. There's your runner sitting over at first and second. Here comes the pitch. Krista lays one down to the third base side. Really good bunt, and she's going to get in there on an infield single. Good hustle play there by Krista and loads the bases for number 12, Georgia Hoffman, to come up and see what Georgia can do to see with nobody out. Just a base hit here will score runs. Boy, the right fielder's playing a little shallow here. That's going to be hit hard off of the end of the bat. Georgia Hoffman to the fence. 2 runs are going to score for sure. Sobel's going to turn. She's going to hold at third. And a good double there for Georgia Hoffman to score 2. And the Lady Oaks are right back into this contest with nobody out. 2 runs come across. Good piece of hitting there by Georgia. Takes the first pitch, drills it out into left center. They didn't make a shift, but I'm sure they will the next time. Up to bat right now is number 8, the third baseman, Alexis Liebnow. She's got ducks out there at second and third. Base contact here will send both of them in. Here comes the pitch to Alexis. A little bit high, 2-0 from Lukic. Still nobody out for the Lady Oaks. Huge gap over in right center right now, too. That's right down the middle. Alexis had a chance to see it now. 2-1 is the count from the umpire. Good job down there letting us know from behind the plate. Here comes the pitch. Outside, exactly the pitch that she wanted to try and push it to the right center, which definitely scores your runners at second and third. It's fouled off. Now she'll protect here at the plate. 2-2. That's going to be hit high into the air. We should score a run in Krista Sobel, so that'll go down as a sacrifice fly. Krista's going to come in, miss the throw. That's going to allow Georgia to advance over to third base. They're lucky that the backstop is not any further away here because the pitcher didn't come to cover home. Do you need to brighten that up a little bit? I don't know how to do it, but it's got to be in one of the settings. It's a sac fly, no error. Sac fly. It doesn't? Oh. There was no error. Coming at the bat now here for the Lady Oaks is number 2, Meredith Steinke, the second baseman. She still has a duck out there. It's tied at 3. Turns, lays down a really nice bunt. Pitcher's going to look. Nobody at third, so Georgia could have came further down as the rotation didn't work out the way they were expecting. And she beats it out with it would almost be a fielder's choice, but there's no attempt to make a throw, so I think it's a base hit. I would give Meredith Steinke an infield single. That was a great bunt by Meredith. Here comes the pitch. That's in the dirt. That's going to get away. Georgia's going to score. No, she's not. She's going to hold. It's going to allow Meredith Steinke to move up and to second base. Runners at second and third. Olivia Vielbig at the plate. Here's the pitch. High. 2-0 to Olivia. They have no outs? Well, they had to have one on the sacrifice fly, right? Yep. Inside, 3-0. Yes, I know. That's one of the things with the Bluetooth. I've seen that system that they have at Waupun. Steinke got on with an infield hit. Yep. Bunt single. Yep. And drawing the walk is going to be Olivia Vielbig. It's going to bring up the catcher for the Lady Oaks, number 11, Lydia Fleury. Bases loaded here for Lydia. Again, they have got a huge gap over in right center. Right on the outside edge. That's the pitch you wanted to push it in that direction. 1-0. Again, I hope that we'll get some more of our viewers to come back here. Inside, low, 1-1. Yes, it was 1-1 with 1 out only. Good opportunity here for Lydia for at least a sacrifice for sure. That's going to be low and inside at the ankles. 2-1. It's got to be tough to throw to Olivia Vielbig, who's the shortest to the tallest here in Lydia, back-to-back. That'll be on the outside, 3-1. No place to put Lydia. Are you sitting dead red on a 3-1? Not me. I'm swinging away. Right center. Poke that baby in here, and you're going to score 2. That's going to be outside. Georgia scores on the walk. RBI to Lydia Fleury. And time is going to be called by Delaney Marinell. Trying to make sure I get these correct. We'll step aside while they're having their little conference. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Livestream.
Club combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front 9 play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. And it would be 35. They're perfect. Look at you. Coming up to bat now is number 15, Hayden Colleen. Hayden, the right fielder. Ball 2. So Olivia was the DH for the flex over in left in Marco. Here comes the pitch by Alyssa Lukic. Outside. 2-1. Lady Oaks with a 4-3 lead here in the first. Are we going to have another Kettle Moraine Lutheran situation here? I hope not. Here's the pitch. Oh, right down the middle. A little bit of change of pace there. Fooled Hayden. Here comes the pitch. Right on the outside edge, going down, looking for the strikeout. It's going to be Hayden Colleen. That'll bring up the top of the order once again in Laney Shep. That's what's nice, actually, about the electronic one. You don't have to worry about moving over a column and having your whole book messed up. Bases loaded still. Hit up into the air. Will the wind carry it? Going to go out to the left fielder. Gets underneath it and gets the third out. But not before the Lady Oaks score. 4 runs. We'll let Cameron put that in there with where that flyout goes. And then he'll be able to tell me how many hits they had. Oakfield with 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. After one, complete your score, 4-3. The Lady Oaks take the lead. We'll be back here at Village Park in Oakfield.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you. Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Welcome back here to Village Park. Laney Shep with the first pitch. That's going to be hit into the air. Going back on it is going to be Krista Sabo grabbing it from the shortstop position. I accidentally didn't hit the button, purely an accident, and I got the play. That's because Cameron did a fantastic job of setting up that camera to cover shortstop and second base. It helps to have the doctor with you. Coming up now is number 12. That is Katie Bunky. Who had the last out? Number 8, Peyton Ward. Strike in there, 1-1. Good swing there. Bunky is the left fielder. There's a strike right there. I don't know if the triple is plugged in, but there should be a single. The one that's reaching across here should be a double. That should be there someplace. Like there, I think it is. Did it suck up that much juice already? Two and two is the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Bunky's able to get that thing lined up. One down. I think I can turn my heated vest off because I'm actually getting warm here, just pushing buttons. Here comes the pitch. Change of pace. Going after it, trying to get it. That takes a little bit of hop away from Ryan Vielbig. She knocks it down, but a base hit for Bunky. First pitch in there to a number 15, Trissa Hasinger. 1-1 is the count. Couldn't have missed by much. Good pitch there by Lainey Shep. Runner over at first base. Hey, thanks again for joining us here in the broadcast. Right down the middle there for a strike. Hessiger is the first baseman. One and two. Here's the pitch. Right. Ooh. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's hard for me. I can't see across the plate here, so I'm not sure where it was. But all the way again, we ask for officials consistency, and so far it's been consistent. Little bit low. Full count. Don't want to do this with base or with top of the order coming up. Who did a nice job against Laney in that first inning. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle. Gets her strikeout looking. And a snap throw over there by Lydia to first base. With 2 down. Brings up the top of the order. Diney Lizaway. Where did she hit that ball that first time, Cameron? Oh, that's right. She ended up, that was that drive right up between the legs of Lainey Shep. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a flare over to the right side, just outside of the reach of Steinke in the good hole gap shot between first and second. So she's got her second hit. Runner advances over to second base in Bunkie. Brings up Lydia Weber. Shep again on the mound. And there for a strike. Right on the outside edge, right at the knees. Runners at first and second. Here comes the pitch. Great pitch there by Lydia, 1-1. Nibbling away, just missed on that outside edge. Better discipline there by Weber to not take a swing at it. That couldn't have been much different. Just a couple inches than that first pitch. That one's going to be off to the first base side. Georgia flips over to second and Steinke to get the out. As Georgia to Meredith, 3-4 on the put out over at first base. No runs on, I think it was 1 hit. No errors, 2 hits. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after 1.5 complete, your score 4-3. Coming up are the Lady Oaks here from Village Park. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Welcome back here to Village Park. No flinching back here. We got a fence. I normally am the one flinching on those foul balls. Coming up to lead things off here in the second inning, number 3, Ryan Vielbig. Krista Sabel on deck. Georgia Hoffman in the hole. Sounds like runs here for the Lady Oaks. They have a 1-run lead right now. Bottom of the second inning. Here comes the pitch. Outside and low. 1-0. Starting to figure out. Here comes the pitch. High. 2-0. How did Ryan reach last time? That's right. So to do that, you can check back here. I think there's the scorebook itself that you can check on, or the stats. I think that's the stats one, and there's another one that also has the scorebook. 3-0. Nope, draws the walk. I missed one there. Good at bat there for Ryan. So that scorebook should tell you what happened. Vielbig had reached on an infield single, right? And now Krista Sabel coming up. Fouls that one off. 0-1 is the count to Krista. Ryan sitting over at second base. You know, we forgot to check. That's going to be a pop fly. Can the center fielder get there with the left fielder? They do. They get the pop fly out. F8. Runner in Vielbig was taking off, had to come back on that hit and run. Forgot to pop into the dugout to see how things were going over there. Let's see what's looking out right now. Now she takes off, gets a stolen base in Ryan Vielbig. Good hustle play there. Ball one is the pitch. Thanks to Jeff behind the plate letting us know that. Georgia gets a little bit underneath it. That could be trouble. What a play there by the shortstop to get the ball and to catch the out. So that'll be an F6 to the shortstop for the second out. Vielbig stuck at second. Brings up number 8, Alexis Liebnow. I can't remember what Alexis did the last time. Runner takes off in Vielbig. She's going to get there on the stolen base. Flew out to left center for Alexis. There's a chance right now. A little bit inside for a ball. 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Right on the outside edge, a little bit low for Alexis. Didn't like it. Takes the strike, 2-1. Only one out. 2 outs. Yep. Inside, 3-1. Here comes the pitch to Alexis. The hitter's count. High. She takes the walk instead. Let's see if she'll take off here right away. And she does. Smart play there by Alexis. Steps on the base, takes off, gets into second. So a walk and a stolen base. It's going to bring up the second baseman, Meredith Steinke. That's going to be hit to the right side, just foul. Got baseball taking place over on the other side as well. So if you really are good with your technology, do a split screen and watch the Oakfield Oaks baseball team at the same time you're watching some softball. Ball low to Meredith. 1-1 with 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position right now. A base hit for Meredith, and they'll score. Here comes the pitch. That's it, right over the second baseman's head. Right out to right field. 1 scores. Here comes Alexa. She scores. Good piece of hitting there by Meredith Steinke. Right over the second baseman's head for a 2-run single. Great piece of hitting as both runners score. And it's now 6-3 for the Lady Oaks. Brings up Olivia Vielbig. That's high. Taking off on the stolen base. Getting in there. Safe for Meredith Steinke. Good. The doctor set the camera up perfect for me to pick that up without having to switch with the switcher. Here's the pitch. Down low. 2-0. Ball got away from Lukic on the throwback. Here comes the pitch. High, 3-0. I'm an aggressive coach. I would say swing away, but that's just me. Usually that pitch coming in there is going to be a decent one on a 3-0 count. Even they're going to take a little bit of pace off, give you a chance to get good contact. Now it's 3-1, still the same situation, really aggressive at the plate here. Here comes the pitch. Low, and drawing the walk. It's going to be Olivia Vielbig. Runners at first and second. Meredith Steinke sitting over there is going to bring up number 11, Lydia Fleury. I think Lydia struck out the last time, if I remember correctly. Oh, she did draw a walk. That's right. She was on base. Good cut there by Lydia. My apologies to Lydia for thinking that she struck out. 0-1 with 2 outs. Good speed on the bases in Steinke and Vielbig. Good contact here, could score them. Hit on the ground to the shortstop. Good job there with Steinke to create a little bit of a diversion. That's going to have to go as an E6. Bases are loaded, so I'm assuming number 5 is coming in to hit. That will be Lainey Deer, as she's coming in to hit for Hayden Colleen. Courtesy runner coming in as well as that number 35. That'll be Bella Peckham again. Ready for it this time. Chance here for Lainey Deer. With 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one off. Saw it. Couldn't quite get around on it quick enough. 0-1. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. Laney's got to protect now with bases loaded here. A good chance here for the Lady Oaks to open this thing wide open here in the second. That'll be high. 1-2. Seeing if she would get up there and chase. Good discipline there for Laney not to. Here comes the pitch. Outside. See if she'll go after that. She does not. Now deuces are wild here in the second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That's a good hand in poker. Right on the outside edge and gets the strikeout looking to Lainey Deer. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on base. After 2 complete, your score is 6-3. The Lady Oaks over the Resorters. We'll be back.
Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction.
Welcome back here to Village Park here in Oakfield. I know that I heard them make some changes, so left field, is that now Lainey Deer? Ooh, where did that sunlight come from? Up to bat now for the Resorters is Alyssa Lukic, the pitcher. She also had the home run. A 2-run shot for the Resorters. Fouls that one off, 1-1 for Lainey Shep. So did Deer go to left? She's in right. Okay, so then across the diamond went Marco. Hit over the head of Ryan Vielbig for a double. Lukic having a day at the plate for the Resorters. Just now, as I was popping over to check out the chat, I also see that Caleb had put in there for us. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite player. We love to bring these broadcasts to you. We want to know what kind of reach we have. Good block there by Lydia. That was way outside and low. Let us know who you're cheering for. It doesn't matter if you're an Oaks fan or a Resorters fan. We'd love to know. The kids go back and watch this. That's a little bit high on that changeup. 2-0. Trying to get her shoe tied there is the catcher, Delaney Marinell. Was Marinell the one that had the home run? Yeah, I had that wrong. I'm sorry. You should have corrected me. I make all kinds of mistakes. I'm used to having a woman correct me. That's going to be fouled. I thought that he, maybe not. I thought he said that Colleen was pulled, right? Okay. Here comes the pitch. Fouled that one back. So I gave credit to Lukic on the home run when it was Delaney Marinell that had it. And she drove in Lukic. Here's the pitch, just on the outside edge. Lukic there, and Lydia to try and throw her down there. She's got a good secondary, probably a good third of the way down. 20-foot lead. Full count. Here comes the pitch. Down low, gets away. And the runner's going to advance. It's going to bring up number 16, Ava Conrad. That would have been a pass ball. I think it would have. Runners at first and second. Can almost guarantee Marinell's taking off. She is not. I guess my guarantee doesn't hold very well. That surprises me with nobody out. Why you wouldn't put a little pressure on Lydia to see if she's going to throw it down, force her to make a decision. That's going to be hit to the second baseman, right underneath the glove of Steinke as she pulled right into it. Hit and run. Lukic is going to score. And runners are now at first and second. Good piece of hitting there by Ava Conrad, the left fielder. It's going to bring up number 17, Caitlin Henschel. Here's the pitch. Inside. Marinell daring Lydia to try and throw her out. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Inside edge. Here's a pitch. Strike gets it past her. 1-2. I got the doctor sitting next to me, and he can confirm that I'm not using that right arm at all. It's tight up against the body, and it's in the sling. I'm going to keep mentioning that over and over just in case my physical therapist decided to watch the stream today. That's going to be hit on the ground to the second baseman. Turns the double play, and I sorry I didn't flip it in time. Good work over there. Krista picks it up off of the ground by a ball by Meredith, and a good reach over there by Georgia Hoffman to get the double play. Run scores, correct? Nope, did not. Ball 1 to number 8, Peyton Ward. The second baseman for the Resorters. Two and 0. Laney Shep on the mound. Could hear the encouragement coming from head coach Rob Shaper. Right there, that one comes in there for a strike, fouled off by Ward. Good job here by the umpire, making sure that usually it caught her off of the shoulder. So a good job there by Blue behind the plate and having a conversation with Lydia to make sure she has time to get herself reset after that foul ball. They have that unwritten code between the catcher and the umpire. 2-1, here comes the pitch. That'll be fouled off as well. 2-2. Once again, Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Let's see if the Lady Oaks can close the door right here and keep a 2-run lead coming into the bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be fouled off. Good job there by Ward to protect at the plate. Stepping in for the Resorters. Fouls that one off, staying alive. Still Deuces Wild. Hit right over base over by Alexis Liebnow. Somehow our home plate camera got twisted a little bit here. We'll fix that next inning. We probably will actually, let's switch out the cords too so I got a little bit more room to work with my switcher. Base hit there for Ward. A run scores. First pitch into number 12, Katie Bunke. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Lydia. That's going to allow the runner to advance over to second base. Stolen base. On the pass ball. Good pitch there by Laney Shep to come right back after a 2-1. Still with 2 down. Thanks again for following us here on Jeff's live stream. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Strike 2. Deuces Wild once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Time for the Lady Oaks defense to step it up, and we'll even take that big K here by Laney. In there, strikeout looking. There's the announcer's jinx, right? Strike 3. Good pitch there by Laney Shep to come right after her. 2 runs? On what do we got? Any hits? On 3 hits. one error and nope, no errors, right? No errors and one left on. After 2.5, your score is 6-5 for the Lady Oaks. We'll be back.
Evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.
Hit hard over to the left side for Lainey Shep. She's going to get an out. Out number 1. So it could have been because I was pulling on my switcher that it may have pulled the camera as well. But now that the doctor got everything situated. One out, though, on the F7. Brings up now Ryan Vielbig. Do you like the electric scoring? Electronic? Better? Yeah? Right. We'll be able to get final stats really quickly. Ryan tries to lay that one down, takes a swipe at it, misses. That'll be 0-2. Now to Ryan. Just takes a while, yep. Oh, a nice change of pace there by Lukic. Goes foul. Good job there by Ryan to hold back. That'll be high. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Hits that one to the shortstop. Fielded, fires across, and missed by the first baseman. That'll be an E1. Or E3, I'm sorry. That was right in her glove. Kind of messed that up. I hit the wrong button. Didn't get a chance to see that error over there, but Ryan sitting over at first base. Here comes the pitch. Takes off on the stolen base. Oh, she's going to get gunned down. Good throw there by Marinell. Right on the button, and Ryan goes down on a stolen base. Good tag out there. 2-6, I believe that was, to the shortstop on the stolen base out. Have to see if I can elevate this a little bit, see if we'll get our signal coming back. That's a ball. 3-0. Here comes the pitch to Krista. Strike on the outside edge, just caught the plate. Here comes the pitch. Krista draws the walk. With 2 down, brings up Georgia Hoffman. Georgia had a good hit the last time up. Hit hard to the third baseman over the glove. Good hustle play there by the left fielder to get that ball in a hurry. Dang, I keep hitting the wrong button here. Now that I can actually move my switcher closer to me. Brings up Alexis Liebnow. Ball one at the eyes. Krista Sabo sitting over at first. In there for a strike.
One and one, the count.
First baseman's going to grab a hold of it on the infield fly, but it would have been 2 outs anyways. And going down, no runs on, was there a hit? I don't think so. No runs on no hits. No errors, 1 error. Give an error to the third baseman on that one. Did that hop over the glove enough? I think it was hit hard. I wouldn't give it, but we'll step aside.
PegsFurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have...
Welcome back. Sorry about cutting off that ad for Hookstra's. Leading things off here is number 15, Trista Hassinger. Pretty sure that code's not going to work. Tried to call. Caleb did. Doesn't help to call because I really don't have reception here either. So, do you have Verizon? Oh, okay.
I only have one bar.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what that code's for. For Wi-Fi?
Yeah, we're hooked up hardwire because the Wi-Fi hasn't worked really well. But I may see if I can have you. Are you on the Wi-Fi here? Yeah, he needs to get that's going to be high. He's trying to get, let's see, find the settings here.
Finally got it.
Did it work?
I think so.
If that code worked, I'll be shocked. She go out strikeout?
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, that I'm trying to make sure we've got another broadcast taking place over at CWC, and everybody uses my equipment here, so it's running off of an authentication code over there that our streamer needs over there, and trying to make sure that he gets that code so that he can actually start the stream for the next broadcast. And I can't remember what I was trying to do, except for I think I was going to try and hook to Wi-Fi. That's going to be a hard hit right to shortstop, so I guess it wasn't hit that hard to Krista Sabel. She gets underneath it and gets the out. See if I can find the internet. Yeah, it's asking for the password for the press box, which is pretty strong here, but see if the guest Wi-Fi works any better. I haven't heard back from Mackay, so I'm not sure if he was able to get through or not. Yeah, come close to it there. 1-2 is the count with 2 outs. Again, my apologies that I'm not staying focused here right now. It's going to be a hit. Drops right in front of the center fielder for a base hit. As that was Lydia Weber, brings up now Alyssa Lukic. Again, the pitcher. Yeah, this ain't working for Junk. 2 doubles here for Lukic. You'll have to probably text. Can you text him directly or not? Yeah, see, by the time we have to send it to a second, did it work? Must have worked, I guess. That would be amazing if we were able to relay an authentication code within 1:30 with no reception. That's going to get away from Lydia Fleury, and that's going to allow for number 9. Yeah, I think it hit her. Lydia Weber was able to advance up. 1-1 is the count. That's going to be popped up here, hopefully in the infield. Krista Sabo. No, good hustle there by Steinke. She couldn't get it. Boy, that's got to go down as an error, unfortunately. And really, it should go to Lainey Shep. She should probably have taken that one, but it's going to go to Meredith as she hustled in there and couldn't quite get it. On the infield pop-up. 2 down. Brings up Delaney Marinell. Ball on the outside. It's unfortunate that that's going to go to Meredith on that error. She hustled to get in there, but it was between her and Krista and Laney. Laney decided that she was all twisted around, decided to let it go, which, again, typically you don't have your pitcher doing that. 1-1. Good pitch. Getting the sign from Coach Josh down at third base. Lydia looking to see if she can pick off the steal. Change of pace, lets the base runner go, so a stolen base is going to go to Lukic. 2-1. Now Delaney, who hit the home run, has a chance here to at least get the tie, if not take the lead. Just outside. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing. Big swing there. 3-2. 2 outs. Base or full count. Jeff is all flustered here, trying to make sure that Mackay's working. I haven't heard from him, so I hope it is. Here's the pitch. That's going to be off the end of the bat. That's going to be fouled out of play. Both runners took off. Runners at second and third. Laney Shep on the mound for the Lady Oaks. Right down the middle. Pulled by Marinell. Foul. Three and two. Coach Schaefer had Lydia call timeout. They're going to have a conversation here. So Lydia's going to head up there. Let's see where I think I cut off an ad.
Varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups. as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish fry.
Welcome back. That's going to be a big strikeout on the outside with a change of pace by Laney Shep. What a huge pitch right there for Laney to get the out with runners in scoring position. 1 run scored. Any idea on how many hits? Was that on 1 hit? Does the book tell you? 1 hit, 2 left on, and 1 error. And we'll be back after this. After 3 complete from Village Park, your score is 6-5 for the Lady Oaks.
Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Sam's.
Welcome back. Getting ready here. Top of 4, 6-5 for the Lady Oaks. Coming up to bat here in the bottom of 4, so I had that messed up too. It wasn't 3 complete. Well, it was 3.5 complete. So I guess I wasn't completely wrong. Leading things off, Meredith Steinke. Here comes the pitch. Low for a ball. See if the Lady Oaks could get a couple of insurance runs. That would make them sure feel better. If they could do that. The Resorters keep battling back here. They're not going away. I talked about how big the Big East is a tough conference. Fouls that one off. 1-1. Good job there for Laney Shep to get out of that inning with the top of the order. Here's the pitch. Turns the offer, pulls back, 2-1 for Meredith Steinke, the second baseman for the Lady Oaks. Here's the pitch. High. Let's see if I can change this a little bit again. I'm not sure if the electronics is... Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one off. 3-2. Hit to the second baseman, grabs a hold of it on the line drive to get the out. Good contact. Tailing away a little bit. But right into the second baseman. I think that's number 8, Peyton Ward over there for the out. Brings up Olivia Vielbig. Little bit low to Olivia. Very compact strike zone, let's put it that way, for Olivia. 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be off the end of the bat. That'll drop in there for a single right over the second baseman's head. And Olivia is back on base for the Lady Oaks. It's going to bring up the catcher for the Lady Oaks, number 11, Lydia Fleury. Here's the pitch. Good hard contact right down the third base side. That's going to have one runner advance. No, holds at second base. Good piece of hitting there by Lydia. Takes the pitch and pulls it. So the courtesy's going to come back in and run for Lydia. Brings up Lainey Deer. Here comes the pitch. Inside, Laney gets out of the way of that little changeup. I should call it a change of pace. It could be a curveball that slipped out of the hand. Justin says he knows what pitches those are, but that's because Justin knows everything. That's a ball on the outside, 2-0. He's probably sitting up in the press box, his ears ringing over there at baseball saying, I don't know everything, unless you ask him. Then he knows. Here's the pitch. Outside and low again to Laney Deer. A chance to load the bases, 3-0. This is be the best pitch he's going to see right here.
Well, that's why you hired us, isn't it? We know everything.
Of course we do. That's exactly the reason. That's going to be low. Draws the walk. Good job there by Laney to pay attention. And now, bases are loaded for the top of the order, Laney Shep. Great opportunity here with only one out. Right down the middle to Laney. 0-1. Lady Oaks could break it wide open here in the bottom of the fourth with bases loaded. Here's the pitch. High. I would say Marinell with a great grab there. Again, I didn't get a chance to even check in that chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Sandy Whip put it in there. She knows what to do. Fouled off to the right-hand side. Nobody can get there, just beyond first base. Thanks for putting that in there. Let's go Oaks and go Laney. So Laney Deer, her favorite. I'm assuming it could be Laney Shep, though. So is Sandy Whip, is that Shep? I think so as well. Here's the pitch. Inside. 2-2. With one out, a chance for Laney Shep to help herself out right here. Give her a little bit of breathing room. Bases loaded. That's going to be high. Full count. Let's see if Sandy is able to pull the trigger, or her cheering will get Laney to pull the trigger right here. Full count. And she draws the walk. She'll get the RBI instead. Still helps out her cause. And Marinell's going to call time and go out there and have a conversation. We'll step aside. We'll be back. Your score 7-5 for the Lady Oaks with only one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of SAM's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Welcome back here to Village Park. Bases loaded. Ryan Vilbig coming up with one out. 2-run lead here for the Lady Oaks. Opportunity here for the senior to really get things open here for the Lady Oaks. Ball one from Lukic. Alyssa Lukic, the pitcher. Trying to double check and make sure that Ryan was in the box. She's right on that front edge. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 2-0. No place to put him with one down. Already walked in one run here in the inning. Here comes the pitch. Right on the outside edge for a strike, 2-1. Here comes the pitch. That'll be high. Ryan, I think, is taller than Olivia. By about half inch, maybe. But she's taller. So she's got a bigger strike zone. 3-1. Right down the middle. That's a good slap shot over the third baseman's head. Only can score one, but that still is a good piece of hitting there by Ryan Vielbig to get the RBI single. And it's now 8-5 for the Lady Oaks. Brings up number 10, Krista Sabel. Strike number 1 on the outside. Still bases loaded here with only 1 out. A great chance here again for the senior Krista to step up, score a couple of runs for her pitcher. Here's the pitch. That's a little bit high. I'm assuming that that's a rise ball that she's trying to throw that just gets a little bit away from her. 1-1 with only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Said that she's swung at it for a strike. 1-2. That's a tough one to lay off on that inside edge after everything's been out and away. Here's a chance. Slaps that one outside of the reach of the second baseman. That might score too. Center fielder, brings it into the shortstop. Didn't take any chances with Laney over at third base. Good piece of hitting there by Krista as that was outside. Scores the run. It's now 9-5. Georgia Hoffman coming up with bases loaded. Coach comes out. We'll step aside and take this time out with him. We'll be back.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Welcome back here to Village Park. Bases still loaded with only 1 out. Coming up to bat, number 12, Georgia Hoffman with a new pitcher, Peyton Ward, switching from second base with Alyssa Lukic. Chance really right here to let things fly. Ball a little bit low to Georgia. Here comes the pitch by Ward. To the shortstop, comes home. Marinell steps up, wasn't quite ready for that, and steps on the plate to get the out. So on the fielder's choice, 6-2, a non-traditional put out there. Smart play by the shortstop. Who is the shortstop? As soon as you... 6-2, yep, right there. Brings up Alexis Liebnow. Bases still loaded. Here's a chance for Alexis. Give this ball a shot. A little bit high again. 2-0 with 2 outs. (9-5) for the Lady Oaks. Here comes the pitch. Inside edge. 2-1. Jeez, that still is that huge gap in right center. Tries to poke one. Oh, just off of the glove. Takes that one inside out on the swing. That is a tough swing. Deuces wild here for Alexis. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Great chance here for the Lady Oaks. Nice change of pace right there, but hangs a little bit. 3-2 now. Runners are going to be going here on this swing. Pops that one out of play. Couldn't quite get there. Wasn't out of play, but they couldn't quite get there up that first base side. Alexis stays alive with a 3-2 count. Chance here for the senior. Take a deep breath. I know it's huge. Put a big charge in it. That's going to draw the walk instead. That's just as good. She gets the RBI for the walk. Ryan Vilbe is going to cross the plate, and it's now 10-5. And it'll be Meredith Steinke who's going to come up and be the hero. I shouldn't say that. She's just going to score a couple of runs. In there for a strike on that change of pace. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's a good shot to the gap. All the way out to the fence at the bottom. That's going to score 1 and 2. George's and Lexus is going to turn it, and she's going to score a 3-run shot on the double by Meredith Steinke to make up for that error that she had there in that last inning. 3 runs come across that. It's now 13-5 here in the bottom of the 4th. And coming up to bat, Olivia Vielbig with a chance still. Meredith sitting out at second base. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be high for a ball. 1-0. Takes a big swing at that one. 1-1. That was good contact there by Meredith. I think she was. She's going to take off, try and get the stolen base. She does. As the third baseman and the first baseman were pinching, she had to race to third base and beat the shortstop, and that's an easy stolen base with her speed and the read that she had. Yeah, it was. That's why I was trying to surprise that they came in on the pinch. She didn't even offer to bunt, I didn't think. 1-2 now for Olivia. See if she can get a good chunk right here. Here's the pitch. Fights that one off. Good piece of hitting by Olivia. One and two. Saw it off. That's going to go foul. Again, doing a great job of protecting at the plate. Big smile on that one. So did Delaney come back with a big smile on her face as well. That's going to be hit down the line. Foul. Good charge right there by Olivia. And we're going to do it all again. 1-2. The new pitcher in Peyton Ward came in for Lukic. Here comes the pitch. Outside, fouls it off. That's a great piece of hitting right now by Olivia. You can't tell. It's too close to let it go. So you take the swing. I can see looking at us. We can actually put a sign right here. So maybe we'll have to do that the next time so it's actually part of the broadcast. Fouls that one off. You blinked? Okay. I had my head down. It's a good thing I didn't throw my right hand up there to try and catch it. But I didn't. I really got it held tight here. Just in case Christiana is listening. Good piece right there. Oh, good job there by the first baseman. You couldn't see it. It was out of camera view there. Timed that out up against the fence. Good job to get the out. But not before the damage is done there in the bottom of the fourth. 4 runs, I'm guessing. We'll wait till we get the electronics here. It was 9-5, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was not. It was 6-5. 7 runs on 5 hits. I don't think there was any errors that I recall seeing. And only 1 left on. We'll be back here after 4. 13-5 for the Lady Oaks.
This is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewers.
Welcome back here. Right in there for a strike for Laney Shep to get things started here in the top of the 5th. Leading things off is number 16, Ava Conrad. Sitting in here joking. At least it was my ad that I cut off. No, in there for another strike for Laney. I don't like to cut off the ads for advertisers. I just think that they pay enough to make sure that we're able to get that. So I try not to cut them off. 1-2. But since it was my own ad, I don't really care. Except for it means that the next inning, then it starts halfway through, and then somebody else gets shorted. Well, nobody gets shorted because I don't do number of ad runs. 1-2. Big strikeout there for Laney Shep. 1 down. Brings up number 17, Caitlin Henschel. Fouls that one off. The doctor's calling the shot right here. Tells Meredith she better be ready because it's coming right at you. We'll see if he's right. You should never doubt the doctor. We were talking about earlier before about how I was watching some of the SEC softball, and he's a graduate of Campbell. That's going to go to Alexis. She's going to pick it up. Fire across the diamond. Georgia grabs a hold of it for the out. And 1 down. And I hate to say it, Doc, that wasn't to Meredith, but it was an out. So you called it right. How's that for a save? You called the out. Just the wrong person. Brings up number 8, the new pitcher, Peyton Ward. Here comes the pitch. Big swing there, 1-1. That is a tough situation for Peyton to come in, bases loaded. They've not done a very good job either of flipping to the dugout cam today. There was Coach Shep right there. In there for a ball, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Big swing, 2-2. With 2 outs. Deuces wild for Ward. Here's the pitch. Gets that over to second. Meredith Steinke with a good reach, grabs a hold of that one, and I did not do a good job. I switched out of it when I had the initial shot there. Good snag there for Meredith. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. After 4.5 complete, your score is 13-5. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here. You can see in the dugout there, the ladies up against the fence here. Need to push 2 runs across to end this here in the 5th. Up now is Lydia Fleury for the Lady Oaks. First pitch in there by Peyton Ward is a ball. 1-0. Trying to have that conversation in here about who we grab the microphone and share it with. So far, we've got one person. You can let us know in the chat who you'd like us to have a conversation with, who you think has earned it. In between here, if we do have a chance, we'll just take a look at overall statistics. In there for a strike. Lainey Shep, have a conversation with her on the mound. Yeah, we haven't really had an interview yet with any of our girls here. I opened my big mouth against KML, even though I don't believe in it. That was foul. KML just did a great job of battling back. So I fixed it. I made sure I have the microphones already out, so we don't even have to say I'm going to grab them. 2-2 to Lydia for the Lady Oaks. That's going to be a ball. Don't know what happened there, that it froze. Turn our antennas a little bit to see if that'll pick it up. That's going to be a foul right in front of the plate. 3-2 still. Peyton Ward on the mound for the Resorters of Elkhart, Lake-Glenbeulah. Here's the pitch. Lydia, that might drop in. Good coverage there by the right fielder to come over and grab that one in short right center. Brings up Lainey Deer. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high to Lainey. So we think we have 2 potential interviewees. Who do you want us to talk to? Let us know in the chat. One and one with 1 out. Normally I mount this to a clamp into our tree. Fouls that one off. 1-2. Can do that. Fights that one off is Laney to stay alive. 1-2. Nah. Oh. No, I think we'll still pull it off of here. I'll just stand at the base. It looks okay with us right here. Big swing there for Lainey Deer. She goes down with the strikeout. For the second out. So coming in, thank you. It's going to be Kennedy Volbright. It's going to come in and get a hit, or an at bat here. And then Laney will come back in and pitch on re-entry. That one's going to be fouled off by Kennedy. Here comes the pitch. Big swing on the inside for a strike. Oh, and 2. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat. Right to the first baseman who gets underneath it and gets the out. No runs on no hits. No errors and nobody left on. After 5 complete, your score is 13-5 for the Lady Oaks. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture, 50 years strong. Quality.
Welcome back here. Big swing there for number 12, Katie Bunky. Leading things off here for the Resorters in the top of the 6th. They've had to have multiple hits besides Meredith, isn't there? Or is it just a lot of walks and then a timely hit here and there? Okay. Yeah, so just moving that, just that little bit there, Cameron, that causes enough interference from that. And we never had this during the basketball season, hardly at all. So I'm not sure if it's because I decided to see if I could outsmart myself and I tied the power cords together. So they're all together and that causes additional interference. I don't know. And for the most of the first part of the game, we didn't have any issues, but that's going to be fouled off to the right-hand side. 2-2 is the count. Lainey Shep still on the mound. Any idea how many total pitches approximately? I know you didn't have all of them. 103? Okay. Here comes the pitch. Just a little bit low on that change of pace. 3-2. Good job there by Bunky not to chase. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here so far. Right on the outside edge. Gets the strikeout looking for Lainey Shep. Any idea? Do you have a chance to text? 19 is coming in for 15. That's going to be Lily McClurg coming in. What's the score over at the boys? Right in there for the first pitch, in there for a strike to Lainey Shep. I don't know if Justin will have a chance to check his phone and let us know how things are going over there. Here comes the pitch to Georgia. Grabs a hold of it, steps on it, and gets the out. 2 down. Brings up number 2, top of the order, Diane Lizaway. Yeah, it's over on the right side. Here comes the pitch. In there for a ball, inside and tight. "6-4 Oakfield boys when we get done here, right at Meredith Steinke for another big line out. It got there too fast for me even to pick that up. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. After 5.5 complete, your score 13-5 for the Lady Oaks. We'll be back after these messages. 15 is on the re-entry. Thank you. For, I think it was 17 that came in for her. What's going on here? Why aren't you playing?
And places you'll love. Renegade Furniture.
Angling only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. 13-5 here in the bottom of 6. Leading things off for the Lady Oaks, Ryan Vielbig. In there for a ball on the outside. 1-0. 2 more runs need to be pushed across here for the Lady Oaks to get the run rule. The Resorters don't want to see that happen. They travel down here. They want to finish a game. That's a ball, 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Pops that one into the air and drops in there for a single for Ryan. Runners on for the Lady Oaks. Brings up now number 10 for the Lady Oaks, Krista Sabel. In there for a ball to the outside. Ryan sitting over at first base. 8-run lead here for the Lady Oaks. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside edge, right at the letters. 1-1. Shortstop and Krista. That's going to be held on a little bit. Delaney thought that Ryan might be taken off. So did I, because she's got the speed to do so. We'll see if she decides to do it this time. 2-1. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. Good stop there by Marinell. Does a good job of popping up. She's already got one caught stealing. And a great throw. Inside, Krista Sabel's going to draw the walk for the Lady Oaks. Brings up number 12, another senior here in the lineup. Georgia Hoffman. So they start out with, I think, Laney is a junior, and then you go with 4 seniors in a row for the Lady Oaks. Here's the pitch to Georgia. Gets sawed off a little bit. That's going to drop in there for a single. And in there safe, Krista Sabo with a good piece of running. That's the second hit for Georgia. She drilled one once before, I believe it was, for a 2-run shot. Meredith had a 3-run shot. Brings up now number 8, the senior at third base, Alexis Liebenau. Bases juiced. That one's in there for a strike right there at the letters. Peyton Ward on the mound. 0-1, nobody out. That's going to be hit to the right side. Right fielder calls it, gets a hold of it. Sacrifice, run scores. So a sacrifice hit for Alexis Liebenau as the run scores. Makes it 14-5 with only one out. 14 coming in to have a swing at it. That will be Addison Henke coming in for Meredith Steinke. Chance here for Addison. Should go by Addie, I'm assuming. We got to get all these nicknames down here. We have everybody's formal names. That typically is not what happens. Good cut there by Addie. Strike one. Bases loaded. Next run that comes across, if it's for the Lady Oaks, ends the game. 2 runs had scored. No, 1 run has scored, so we need 2. 1-1 is the count. Runners at first and second. On the outside edge for a strike. Ball. Or a strike. Or whatever. 2-1. I think my hearing's going 2. 3-1. This will be a good pitch, hopefully, here coming for Addie. She's got a chance to drive in a run, and Krista sitting out at second base. Here's the pitch. Makes a good swing. That's going to get fouled off. Makes it a full count, 3-2. Only 1 down. Here comes the pitch. Right on the outside edge for a strikeout, looking for Addie Henke. 2 down. Brings up number 4, Olivia Vielbig. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle. Good pitch there by Ward. 0-1. Just one to come across. A little bit low. Good stop there by Marinell. Keep it in front. Don't let the runners advance. 1-1. That's going to be high, 2-1. With 2 down. Well, I think we got a couple of people we were going to have a conversation with. That's going to be a nice hit in the gap for Olivia. And that's going to score Krista Sabel, and that'll do it for this game here. That should be 15-5. That's a 10-run rule. We're going to step aside here, so you'll have to bring me back to the main, and we'll stay right on that camera. We'll be back.
Season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the...
First, you'll get them all calmed down. If you guys want to come on this side, Krista. Welcome back here to Village Park. Joining me now is one of the seniors on this team, Krista Sabo, the shortstop. Krista, pretty good game out there today.
Yeah, it's definitely, the beginning was a little rough, but we calmed down and we got into it, and we ended up pulling through, so it was good.
I was very impressed with your defense. I know you didn't have a ton of plays there, but you flipped a beautiful double play. So just talk to me a little bit about that.
I was kind of ready for it, like the entire game. Like there was a lot of runners on first base. We had a lot of opportunities, and it came, and we've practiced it a lot of times. So ended up working beautifully. So
it was absolutely beautiful. A couple of times at the plate. And you scored a couple of runs. You didn't get the great hits that you wanted, but just talk to me about what you were seeing from their pitching staff.
There was a lot of work inside, outside, a lot of inside, and so we knew to find our pitch and then go for it.
It's got to feel good to get a 10-run win.
It definitely does.
Congratulations on the victory. It's the senior, Krista Sabo, joining me now. Who's next? Lainey. Thanks for joining us here, Lainey. Great job on the mound today. Talk to me about what you were seeing from the hitters there. They scored 3 right away in the first, but then after that, you did a good job keeping off balance.
Yeah, so they definitely had some strong hitters in their top of their order. Definitely surprised me a little bit there. I had to start really working each corner up and down, just making change-ups, keeping them off balance. So.
And you did a great job of that. So, again, you gave up 3 in the first, and then I believe you only gave up 2 more the rest of the game. So tell me about the adjustments besides the moving it around. What else were you seeing from their hitters?
I was seeing that they were pulling a lot, so I was trying to keep the ball down. I know that the ump wasn't calling a ton of higher things, so I was trying to keep it low to get them to just get ground balls off of me, using lots of movement, trying to stay away from my fastball was my plan.
My guy left me. I don't have it. Normally he tells me how many strikeouts and walks that I had. Do you have any idea?
I'm not sure. A couple strikeouts. I think I walked 1.
Yeah, I thought you really did a pretty good job of controlling up there. Talk to me about your defense, because they obviously helped you shut down things quite a bit as well.
Oh, yes. They're great behind me. I trust each and every single one of them. We practice really hard, and after I throw the pitch, I just trusted what they do, and they get it done.
It's got to feel good to get a big victory.
Yes, it does.
Well, congratulations on the victory here at home.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. That was Lainey Shep here, the pitcher. Joining me now is our second baseman, but really it was at the plate today, Meredith, that you had a great outing. So just talk to me about what you were seeing from their pitcher.
I was seeing a lot of fastballs, not a lot of off speed. I was watching hitters before me, just seeing what she's throwing to them, and judging off of that, I just squared it up and hit it.
And you did. And, again, at second base. Now, I don't think I grabbed either one of them because it caught me off by surprise, but you did a great job of grabbing a couple of hard-line drives that came at you. Just talk to me about your mentality there at second base.
Yeah, thank you. So it's coming at you fast. You just got to – it's all about reflex at that point. You got to trust that you know what you're doing. And I knew I had Krista to back me up in case anything went wrong. And Lainey's a great pitcher, so you know it's not going to be a bomb. Like, it's just going to be a little dinky one to you or something. Just got to react.
So talk to me in general about the whole defensive concept that you have going on here. You guys play together in volleyball. You play together in basketball. Talk to me about how does that help you guys work so well together?
Yeah, definitely like a team bonding kind of thing with all of us being in the same sports, always seeing each other at school. It's a small community. We're always together. it definitely helps us like just communicate better and just like get a feel for the game and like how each other play.
Well, congratulations on a well-rounded game at the plate and in the outfield, in the infield here today.
Thank you.
Good job. Hey, you're going to do really well as we continue to interview you through the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Joining me there was Lainey Shep, who is the pitcher, and Meredith Steinke, who is our second baseman. I'm going to kick it over to the doctor, Cameron Hatcher. He'll throw a couple of ads on. Oh, wait. We're going to see if I can find Coach. Gonna grab Coach. I forgot about getting an interview with him yet here. Joining me now is the head coach for the Lady Oaks, Rob Schaefer. Coach, had to feel good about, I mean, the first inning was a little bit of a struggle, but then after that, your offense came to life, and so did your defense.
Yeah, you know, the kids are young. They're fighters, but we got to find a way to come to the ballpark with enthusiasm, like we want to be here and start better. We didn't start good against KML. We did not start good tonight, so they got to figure themselves out and how bad they want it. If they want it, they'll be a very good team.
Yeah, well, you haven't changed anything from your routine that I've seen over the last couple of years. You get them in the cage, you get everything working, and all of a sudden you're right. They've just started out a little bit slow. But I thought still they made a great adjustment out there. They didn't give up. They battled their way back. Talk to me about how Laney did out there on the mound, especially after that first inning.
Yeah, I was impressed with Laney. I was curious as to how this was going to go early in the year. As you guys saw against KML, they just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. Laney got a little more crafty, threw some nice changeups, got a really big third strike swing against probably their best hitter, and settled in nicely. She wanted tonight, and she earned it, and she did well.
I thought your hitters were really patient at the plate after falling down behind. I thought they did a good job of making sure that they were able to find the right pitch, and then they were taking walks when they needed to.
Yeah, we talk about being pesky, right? It's one pitch at a time. When you don't have a pitcher that's throwing strikes consistently, you have to be ready to hop on the pitch that's down the middle, and they did a good job of that. The sophomores have really impressed me offensively. Meredith, Lydia, those guys are hitting and making a difference in this lineup, so hopefully they continue with that confidence.
Good, solid defense behind Laney as well.
Yeah, I thought so. Early in the game, we had the one sneak past third base that we got to get. We're going to work with Alexis a little bit over there. And then early in the game, first inning, our outfielder stepped forward on one that's over her head. We got two new corner outfielders, so we've taken some lumps in those two spots. I have great faith that those two will figure it out. They're certainly athletic enough to figure it out. We'll get there. We just need some time.
The good thing is that this doesn't count for anything except for that conference championship, right? It doesn't knock you out of the playoffs, so you have time to continue to build.
Correct. We have only 2 more games in the next 2 weeks, so we got, 7 practices that we are going to work hard. Then the following 2 weeks, we have 11 games in 14 days. So pitchers are throwing a lot right now. We're trying to build some arm strength for those 2 weeks. We're going to see good teams, and we got to be a better team when we get there, and I think we will be.
Congratulations, Coach, on the victory here at home.
Thanks, Jeff. Love seeing you guys out here, and thanks for spending time in Oakfield.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been the head coach here for the Lady Oaks, and Rob Schaefer. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream. Thank you, Coach.
Kind of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Village Park. As we here in the post game, let me see if I bring up our post game stat information here. Let's give you what I've got here for the Lady Oaks at the plate today. Doing a fantastic job there. Ryan Vielbig was 3 for 3 at the plate with 3 singles. Krista Sabo was 2 for 3. Georgia Hoffman, she was 3 for 5. Meredith Steinke was 3 for 4 at the plate, and Olivia Vielbig was also 2 for 3. So a fantastic job in the top of the lineup here for the Lady Oaks. Let's see if I can pick up their pitching stats here, see what we've got here for Lainey Shep. She had 6 complete, 34 balls, 75 strikes on 109 pitches. That is really efficient there. She only had 1 walk, gave up 9 hits and 6 strikeouts, So a fantastic job there by Lainey Shep on the mound today. Oh, wow, as well. Maybe it's because I can smell the food coming over here from the concession stand. Let's take a look at the pitching for the visitors from Elkhart Lake. 12 runs earned go to Alyssa Lukic. 3 go to Peyton Ward for the earned run, so all of them earned. Each of them had 2 strikeouts. 9 walks for Alyssa Lukic and Peyton Ward with 2 walks. 15 hits total for the Lady Oaks from Oakfield. And you take away that first inning, really, and the best hitter was Alyssa Lukic. She was 2 for 3 at the plate. Deanie Deanie Lizaway is 2 for 4 at the plate. And so was Delaney Marinell. She was 1 for 2 at the plate with the home run for the Lady Resorters. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast here. I want to just make sure that I still put this out here on next Tuesday on the 29th. The ladies from Waupun will be having a Strikeout for Cancer event. So I hope that you'll join us. We have got that one coming up on the broadcast. You can see the contact information there. So if you'd like to help support, softball is a small family, just like almost all sports groups are. So if you'd like to jump over and help out and provide your support for Strikeout, find a cure for breast cancer, that would be fantastic. As well as our upcoming schedule. Jeff's live stream is packed. We love having all these broadcasts. We've got 3 streams coming up on Thursday. We'll be at KML. I think you're with me, aren't you there, the doc? Yeah, at Waupun. I believe you're helping me set up for KML. Even if you're not, you're saying you are, so I'm not doing it so that my physical therapist knows that I'm not doing any physical activity. We also have North Fond du Lac taking on Laconia for baseball. That'll be Mackay handling in that. And then coming over here will be Justin, as he's going to have Dodgeland taking on Oakfield here on Thursday. Friday, we've got baseball. The DeBoer Classic is taking place in Waupun. 7 o'clock start as they're going to be taking on Oshkosh North. And then on Saturday, they have 2 games. They just don't know where it is in that tournament. And we also have a doubleheader in softball as the Waupun Warriors are taking on Beloit Turner. First game is at 10 o'clock, and the second game is at noon to follow for softball. And then on Monday, we're back at CWC for baseball, and we're back here for softball as Green Lake Princeton is supposed to be taking on Oakfield, and then there's Tuesday is incorrect, but I do know that on Tuesday the 29th we have 4 games that are scheduled. We've got a doubleheader here, baseball, softball here for baseball, or for here in Oakfield, and we have a doubleheader over in Laconia, baseball, softball as well. So hopefully the gentlemen will feel comfortable running things here. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast here. This is Jeff Sauer here signing off. Thanks again to the Dr. Cameron Hatcher for helping me get everything situated. Fantastic job of running this. It was great to go back here and just pull up these stats to use for the end of the game. 15-5 with your final score here in Oakfield as the Lady Oaks beat the Elkhart Lake Resorters. Take care, God bless, and I can't wait to see you at a diamond near us. Jeff Sauer signing off.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.